Sarfrazijaz Ahmad. Topic of my presentation is faith. When I thought about faith, certain important points came to my mind. What is faith? Why we need faith? Life view of follower of anticipation, life view of believer of faith. Is having faith a bed of roses? Who gets ultimate success? Now I discuss these points one by one. What is faith? Faith is what you trust the most. Faith is what you rely on. Faith is your destination to reach. Faith is your hope to preach. Faith is what drives you. Faith is what inspires you. Faith is your protective shield. Faith is your battlefield. Faith is our power. Power should be increased. It determines our role in society. Having no faith is worse than slavery. Why we need faith? Faith guides us in all walks of life. It helps us to understand our goal and act accordingly. Without faith, we feel disheartened after some failure and turn our attention to other things. We also lose hope of it with the passage of time. But if we have firm faith, we will not be disappointed. We shall leave no stone unturned to achieve our ambition. Faith does not allow us to wallow in the valley of despair. It brings all our energies to one point and prompts action. It takes us across the border of success. Life view of follower of anticipation. Follower of anticipation spends his life with the ability of anticipating things. He looks into matters and anticipates results. Although his anticipation is most of the time correct, yet his every anticipation cannot be taken for granted. He remains under constant tension about the results. Fear and doubts do not leave him. He craves for peace of mind. Life view of believer of faith. Believer of faith remains calm under all circumstances. He trusts his faith. He tries to do everything honestly and then leaves the result up to God. He is not worried about the results. His goal is to get the will of Allah. Fear and doubts do not touch him. He spends a peaceful life. Is having faith a bed of roses? Faith is a great blessing of Allah Almighty. It improves us in every respect. But this same faith is mostly disliked by our near ones. The reason is that they have their own personal interest and gains from us. When they are not met, they become enemy of us. They try to eliminate our faith iron-handedly. If we have firm faith in Allah Almighty's help and our willpower, nothing can harm us. Who gets ultimate success? It is all about faith. It makes ordinary people extraordinary. When our hearts and minds are filled with faith, no worldly power can stop us from success. We are then sure of our success. Lives of Sahaba, God be pleased with them, are practical examples for us to follow. When they worked on their faith, they conquered the world. Nothing is impossible if we have unshakable faith. Hope these points are understood.